Never even tried this boat, just bought it, and we're halfway to the ocean. Drive in. How many hours? It's 9:30. Actually, 10:30 would be our time. Driving about 5 hours, 6 hours, and we're at Tudia Lake, and we're trying out this boat, and she lives, so that's awesome. Good morning. We're at, I want to say, Carey Lake, I think it's called. We stopped and put the boat in at Tudia Lake, but the campsite there is a legit campsite, so didn't really need to pay for a campsite with the rooftop tent because we were gonna just be there for a few hours. So we kept going along a little ways here. Found this nice little recreation area. There's a bunch of people here who aren't up yet, but we're just kind of around the corner in the campsite, or this is the boat launch. We're further in the campsite. I'm not awake yet, but it's almost 6 a.m. now, and gonna get coffee on, get organized, and keep heading to Prince Rupert. So this is our sweet setup. Check it out. Don't have any propane, so this is our highly technical coffee machine. Stan, aka Pasquasca Outdoors. He's got a sweet truck, and we're making our way west. Got a little bit of breakfast. Well, apparently Dan thinks this tire's not going to go another 3,000 kilometers, so we're in Vanderhoof. Decided to check out if they had a tire in stock, and they do, so gonna toss that on because we got another whatever 1,500, 2,000 kilometers of driving yet. Alright, so 1,400 kilometers later, here we are at the Pacific Ocean, and it's a little wet, so well, it's 9:30 at night. I think we're gonna launch in the morning because it'll be hard to find a choice camping location in the Pea Soup here. We got nice stuff. We shall see. Good thing we didn't have a 12-foot boat. Dan can never get his stuff organized. We're gonna be heading out. Slept on the side of the road here. Is actually very peaceful. Frying pans. I think the one with the bigger flat surface is better. And he's got a sweet camping setup in his truck, so we're just gonna rob things from there and see if we can catch some halibutts. Launching this thing into the Pacific Ocean. We're at Port Edward here, and I'm thinking of going to Porcher Island, but we'll see what the weather looks like once we get on the outside. All right, Dan was saying goodbye to his missus. I dropped the line to the bottom, caught a fish immediately, so it's a good sign. Haven't even left the harbor and we got a pair of dolphins. Dan didn't believe me they were dolphins. Thought they were seals. I don't know what kind of dolphin it is. They're dark, kind of small.
Okay, so we've been doing some rockfish fishing because it was really rough outside. And I don't know, we've caught, what, 20, 30 already, Dan? Maybe that, maybe more. Yeah, we've got a double header just now. Most of them on the smaller side. We got these pinkies, I call them. I don't know what they're actually called. We're putting them back, so it doesn't matter what they're called. We've had one cool like tiger one that was bright red with stripes, and then we had some nice black ones like the one Dan has right now. I keep one of those for supper. It's like a big snapper looking thing. And we've had some sculpin and a couple other unknowns. So far our boat's been running good. It leaks about a 5-gallon pail an hour. Nothing crazy. Another pinky. But couldn't really ask for better weather. Oh, I saw the seal swimming around here somewhere. Try to get him on camera.
Alright, so this may or may not be a good idea, but set up the hammock, my own private beach. Dan's in the Hobbit Fortress up on the hill. And oops. Here's our private anchorage. Whoops, I was going to take a picture, but I took a video. So, cooking some sausages. Some people turn off the valves before they screw the propane thing in. Dan's got a better technique. And hammocks are
just bushcrafting
just over there.
For lunch.
Someone's got to do it. But he's kind of a wilderness expert, so.
So we've caught our share of rockfish. Decided it's time to try for salmon. I lost one. I had my drag set because I snagged on the bottom, and then I tightened it all the way down to try to break off my line without losing all my line, and I didn't loosen it again, so that was a rookie move, because I only have a 20-pound leader or 25-pound leader, but I had my drag set at like 80 pounds, so must have been a good fish, because that was a new 25-pound fluorocarbon leader that I broke. So I've seen some bait balls here. Had a couple bites, lost them. We're heading out off the shelf here where it really drops off, so we'll see if that works. Unfortunately, my phone is basically dead, but we've seen 7 whales so far today. There's some just behind Dan there, but yeah, I doubt you'll see them on the GoPro, but it was really cool. We had some that were within 100 yards earlier today. It was awesome. It's a little choppy out here, but not too bad. Tried a salmon trolling, forgot to record it, but Dan caught a rockfish on a salmon trolling gear. There was an underwater island, and we went to like 30 feet of water. That was cool. I thought that might happen.
Oh, I wasn't recording. All my smack talk to Dan. Oh, we lost the crab there.
That's still keeper though, so don't let him get away. We checked Dan's crab pots. Caught absolutely nothing. And this crab shop, which I was just telling him sucked, never catches any crabs, apparently is good. And I think this is a good spot, so we're gonna put it back in here. So if it has beehive on it, like that one, that's a female. Unfortunately, it's humongous, but we gotta put that one back. That one looks like the what, penis?
Lighthouse.
Lighthouse. Oh, sorry. That one, the lighthouse. I should re-edit that one. The lighthouse is a male. Put that one. And that one you put back. Is it making that sound?
Yeah. He clicked.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, anyways, those are totally big enough. They're huge. Okay, let's toss the females. Now we had to use our brains a little bit to figure out how we're going to anchor this boat so it won't be banging on the rocks. And so we can still get back to it because we don't have a dinghy. But we have a stern anchor. We have this, the main anchor out the front end, so it's in probably about 6 feet of water, so it might dry out during the night, but it should be a nice smooth spot there. And kind of want it to hit bottom actually, because it leaks quite bad, and don't want it to sink. Yeah. Dinner is getting ready to be served.
It's anxious to be served, actually.
Anxious. I'm not sure how I feel about this, but I'll get over it. Disassembling some crabs. About to cook some fishies. It's gonna be good. We're checking to see if our plan worked. A little after midnight. Boat's only in a couple feet of water. That's good. The tide's dropped. Oh, at least 6-8 feet since we got here. So it might be resting on the bottom for a while, but it should be back up off the bottom. And some crabs. And by the time we're ready to go in the morning, so it's awesome.
Looks like it's overcast this morning, but it's not raining, so that's great. Off a big old tree stump and off a piece of fisherman's rope that had washed ashore on this side. Slept good. And ready to get up and catch some fish. I gotta say, I think we planned this pretty much perfect. Boat just about dried out, but now it's easy to get to. Good news is our boat doesn't leak that much when we're not driving it, so I think that must mean that it's just rivets that are leaking, and when you're underway it flexes more, leaks more. But you know, a couple inches for all night is not bad at all. See Dan's hammock up on the hill there. Forgot to ask him how it worked last night. Just trying out some new, hammock stuff. But there's our refrigerator. Yeah, this little island turned out to be a great spot.
I'm catching some cool different rockfish. We're still trying to hook up on the salmon. Showing a bunch of action. We're on this underwater trench. 100 feet of water right now. I'm guessing this is just a pinky. I don't know what they're actually called, but I call them pinkies. Oh no, this is like a wrasse. Do you know the rules on these? It's a bit small, but it's a cool fish.
I just missed it, but the seal came to visit me, swimming like a beaver. Yeah, we've seen tons of whales. I wasn't expecting that. Some dolphins up close and personal. Odd seal here and there, so that's awesome.
Alright, I'm catching a couple of these guys. I think they're called a sole. It's like a baby halibut. Super tasty. I just was snagged on the bottom. I thought I was going to haul up the entire ocean. I was trying to break my line actually, but I busted it loose. I think I had caught a grouper and pulled out a little piece of flesh. He was wedged in a hole, but I don't know that for sure. Whoa, look at this thing. Got some sort of fancy thing. Like a sculpin or something? That's some sort of sculpin.
That's pretty.
Beauty. I'm gonna take a picture of it. I think I'm gonna toss it back. Oh, yeah, I think that's going in. I don't remember what these are called. They're like, I think it's called a wrasse. Do you know the rules on these? No, it's a clam. It's a clam with like a cool little covering. And then one of these bright colored rockfish. I was just telling Dad, one of the cool things about fishing here is you just absolutely never know what's going to come up. So there's these cool things, kind of a sculpin-y type deal. But this is the first one in that sweet color. They must be super aggressive because this guy got caught in the wrong spot, but there. I'm not trying to set the hook on these little guys, but it just happens. I've been trying to eat my Pringles for 10 minutes. Keep catching fish. Dan's going for the big guns. Got the halibut rig up. Hopefully get one of those. Joe is bringing in the crab pot. Arr! See what we got.
You have a heavy crab pot.
Beautiful morning. It feels heavy?
A little.
Well,
I can't tell quite yet why.
Well, let's pretend because it's full of crabs. We'll see. We caught nothing here yesterday.
Got a barnacle.
Oh no, we moved it because last time it wasn't here. So we actually didn't try this, but we moved it after we caught nothing.
Big one crab.
Yeah. I hope it's full. That would be sweet. I'd take about 6 because I think that's what you can keep a day. You got some sea urchins, man.
Woohoo! And the bait's gone.
Interesting. They're like either some faulty thing or those sea urchins can eat more than you think.
It's better than crab.
So what's your estimate on how many crabs we have in this pot?
Right now?
Yeah.
I'll say 6.
6, okay. Last time it was Well, we only had like 3 keepers. We had like at least 6 last time.
This feels like I'm pulling up an anchor, actually.
So that's good. So 6 is a conservative estimate, hopefully. Getting close. The blue
6 fathoms.
yeah. Come on. What do we got? What do we got? Sorry, tip the boat.
Not a big boat. Come on.
This is a big boat. This is a sturdy vessel. Oh yeah. Oh, we got some big red rocks in there.
Nice.
And some Dungeness. And I think at least 6.
Come on.
Yeah. The little ones got out already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, you're wrong. It's 7 of them. Those big ones are females, unfortunately. Those red rocks are keepers, though, so that's sweet. Alright, so we have 4 or 5 keepers. No, that one might escape, actually. Oh, we just got that one.
Hey.
What we got? What we got?
I don't know. What do we got? Nothing.
Positively squattage.
Still the bait.
I think there's something going wrong with your traps. Second one, bait stolen, and we know there's crabs there. Beautiful rockfish. Check this out. Bald eagle. And success. The fish had a little trouble diving again, and bald eagle just snagged him. So we stopped some lake, can't remember what it's called, cooking our crabs so they don't die on us and go bad. And yeah, we're somewhere by Hazelton, BC. Drove a few hours, so have a little over 1,000 kilometers left for tomorrow, and then back at work. Well, pretty sure these 4 crabs are worth driving to the ocean and back. We thought more, but we ate them. Looks good enough to eat. So we were so efficient with our pack up this morning. It was just a shining example of skill and ability. And then we went to leave and realized the keys are in the rooftop tent. So, oops. But a little over 1,000 kilometers to go yet today, and we're home. Yeah, it's slightly cheating, but works very good. Fix the net in, and boom, 4 or 5 fish. I like it. Got one.
What are you talking about?
So Dan is completing his provision for his family.
Yep.
He did catch a salmon, but also lost it. So
I'm not opposed to paying for success.
this is what we call the walk of shame.